Nation.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
With a start here to the ball game, you get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
This one caught by Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st down 10 at the 13-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing here, Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yellow.
Purdy. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bombers.
Now it's Nix. We'll get that complete to Velo. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Jeremy Crawshaw.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now with Purdy. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off the play fake, Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
San Francisco.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
That's another 49er first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the 49er first down.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And tough sliding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. These two teams all tied after one.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On play action, here's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They're going. It's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Nix from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And it'll be intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. And I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they entered play on a two-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
To throw, here's Nix. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Purdy now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one too low.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Yellow. Here we go, here we go. Yellow.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. 2nd and 10.
Captain. Hold on a second.
Throwing Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Nix to the air. That is caught by Bailey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31. 1-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be taken at the 10. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Yellow. 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 Check. Yellow. Check. 53.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
The 49er, 1st down. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Yellow.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Yellow.
Now Purdy. That is incomplete. Well, the incompletion situation, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you. 18, watch out. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
18. Go ahead. Yellow. 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 Left. Up.
Shotgun now with Purdy. They'll try and do this himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead stretches 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
My dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real quick.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The first carry here for Jordan James. Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to throw, Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
3rd down and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
And this one is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he'll get in. He's overthrown a touchdown. Bo Nix scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Broncos 20.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Purdy off the play fake. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Quick throw completed by Purdy. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. just past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On play action, here's Nix. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. To throw, here's Nix. Over the middle, he finds Velo. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Harvey now on first and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Over set. Ready. 180. 212. Away.
Throwing Nix. On the arc. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll give it off here to the tight end. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Hold on, set. Captain, ready.
Nix to the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
For the lead, here's third and goal.
Bombers. Hold on, set. Ready. Away.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
On for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
First down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Here's Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 37-yard line.
James. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And the 49er first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Get set. Get set. Line around, up.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete to Pearson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's James. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement,
but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. On the ground, it's James. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Purdy now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Harvey. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Stidham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down, San Francisco.
They run it with James. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Watch out!
To throw is Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's got it inside the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go, set!
Once more with Harvey. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Stidham. He throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A 2-yard pickup.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Now Stidham. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st down. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Denver, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.